Good afternoon, and welcome to the groundbreaking ceremony for Runway 1634 Extension. I am Technical Sergeant James McMillan of the 3rd Operations Support Squadron. We appreciate your attendance today as we officially break ground for the largest Pacific Air Force's construction project awarded to date. It is now our pleasure to introduce our distinguished visitors. Our host for this afternoon, Colonel David Wilson, Commander, 673rd Air Base Wing, and his wife, Susan. Chief Master Sergeant Daniel Guzman, Command Chief, 673rd Air Base Wing. Alaska State Governor, Governor Mike Dunleavy. Representing Alaska State Senator Lisa Murkowski, Mr. Greg Kaplan. Colonel Matthew Nicholson, Deputy Commander, 11th Air Force. Chief Master Sergeant Christopher Berg, Command Chief, 11th Air Force. Colonel Samuel Todd, Vice Commander, 3rd Wing. Chief Master Sergeant Nikki Drago, Command Chief, 3rd Wing. Colonel Damon De La Rosa, Commander, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Alaska District. Kyle Foster, Ecleton Incorporated, Chief Executive Officer. Pat Harrison, Executive Area Manager for Kiewit. Additionally, we would also like to welcome all military and civilian members of Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson and the state of Alaska and the Kiewit family. Thank you for sharing this special occasion with us. At this time, we would like to pay tribute to the Dena'ina Athabascans. We owe a deep gratitude to the Dena'ina for their continued care and stewardship of the land on which we call J-Bear. For thousands of years, the Dena'ina have been and continue to be the stewards of this land. With gratitude and respect, we recognize their contributions and innovations. Today we celebrate the beginning of the North-South 1634 Runway Extension Project, which is currently 7,500 feet, and will be extended 2,900 feet to make the length of the runway over 10,000 feet, and shift the southern threshold of the runway 400 feet to the north to meet airfield design requirements. Lengthening the runway will increase J-Bear's capability to project power in the Indo-Pacific region and will provide full capability for all airframes and enhance mission capabilities. And now it is with great pleasure to introduce our Governor of the great state of Alaska, Governor Mike Dunleavy.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. And for those that were worried that winter wasn't coming, it's going to be coming. It's going to be here. Just out of curiosity, who's new to Alaska, meaning came here in May or June? Okay, better go to Big Ray's and get your clothes. Alaska, I always tell my fellow governors that Alaska is the Ford for North America. We project ourselves into the North Central Pacific unlike any other state. It's often somewhat humorous when I go to RGA conferences, which are the governor conferences, and they hear that a Russian plane is intruded into our airspace, like it's some news. It's obviously some news to them, but I have to explain to them where Alaska is, where our location is, and that we are in fact a real fort as opposed to some of the other places down south. And don't take this the wrong way, anyone from other places, but we are on the front lines here in Alaska. And I want to thank you all for your service, and I'm sincere when I say that. Both active and retired. Alaska has more retired service men and women that live here in Alaska per capita than anywhere else in the country. And I would like to think that's a testament to Alaskans who embrace our military, but I hope you do feel supported here in the state of Alaska. My administration, I know many in the legislature and across the spectrum here in Alaska love our military. So thank you very much for what you're doing. You've often heard the famous quote by Billy Mitchell in 1935 that whoever controls Alaska controls the world. And That's been the case for quite some time. I mean, we were the Lend-Lease backdoor for the Soviet Union during World War II. We have great partnerships with the Canadians and others. I think our partnerships are going to expand, especially given consideration what's happening across the world. But again, Alaska is coming into its own, and over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, Alaska is going to be, I think, at the forefront of not just our defense, but certain economics as well. So this project reflects the importance of expanding our capacity and capabilities to project power in the Pacific Theater. It's important. At $309 million, it's the largest construction project ever awarded for the Pacific Air Forces. It's going to improve safety for military and civilian aircraft and their crews and passengers, and can reduce flight noise for neighbors around Jaybird. This massive project was awarded to Kiewit West. It will also create jobs, upwards of 200 jobs, and economic activity for Alaska for quite some time. And as I mentioned, it's always an honor to be in the presence of the military. You guys are our heroes. You guys allow us to be able to live the lives that we take for granted every day. And here in Alaska, we just want to, again, recognize the importance that you play in being our knights in shining armor, protecting this great state. And again, it's an honor to be able to host this terrific base. I'm excited about this new project for our military, for its capabilities, and for Alaska as a whole. So I want to thank all of you again for your service, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to just be here today briefly and just say a few words on state's behalf. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Governor Dunleavy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now introduce Colonel David Wilson, Commander, 673rd Air Base Wing.
Good morning, good morning. I promise to be brief. I just want to say, first of all, I hope everybody is ignoring what I say and looking at this wonderful view behind me. What a perfect day to do this. You can imagine when we plan any of these events, we do a lot of what happens if it rains, what happens if it snows, what happens if it does both simultaneously, sideways. And while we've got some gorgeous Alaska weather, it's a perfect view of Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson behind us and the mountains and this wonderful state. A few thank yous to the governor. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being here. More than just being here, though, every day, having our backs, supporting us. I can tell you, I'm a brand new resident here. My wife and I, my family just got here this summer. And what a terrific place. I mean, embraced from day one, the care they give to our soldiers and airmen, it's second to none. And so that's how things like this get done. A lot of partners, and so forgive me if I can't get everybody by name, but I just want to highlight to Mr. Kaplan, thank you for being here and representing the senator as always. To our team at Kiewit for all the hard work that you've done and you're going to do, right? We get a little excited around these parts because so much planning and talk and money and design. And so when we start turning dirt over, it becomes real. And so we're a little excited about it in the wing today. So thank you for being here. To our Eklutna partners, to your team, thanks for coming out, for all the support that you give. It means so much to us. And to a leadership team from the 11th Air Force Chief and Bulldog and the boss, we appreciate you being here and all your support. To our wingmen in the 3rd Wing, right, the people that are actually going to do, when we finish this runway, it's going to be capability, as the governor talked about, which is kind of the end result here. And to the airmen of the 3rd Wing that maintain those aircraft and launch them and do the mission of what we do here every day, thanks so much. So many people in the audience, I apologize, I haven't hit everybody. I just want to say, these are long moving projects, and many of us, myself specifically included, were not part of the design and will not necessarily see it completed and operational. We're going to get real close, but we're proud to be a part of it. And so I'm going to end with a thank you to the men and women of the 673rd Air Base Wing, to the hard work of the engineers and the logisticians and the folks in the clinic, to the families every single day that make these sacrifices, to these folks out here that made this happen. We appreciate you, and I promise that the American people are watching and our adversaries pay attention when we do stuff like this. Because I hope it highlights to the world the resolve of the American people, that we live and operate in Alaska and that we invest in these capabilities that serve as a deterrent. So with that, we're going to move on. Thanks, everybody. Let's get to work.
Thank you, Colonel Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now introduce Colonel Samuel Todd, Vice Commander, 3rd Wing.
Hey, good morning, team. Colonel Todd, go by Lurch. So on behalf of the 3rd Wing leadership, Colonel Jameson, who is visiting his folks over in Poland right now, we welcome you, send greetings. Governor, thanks for attending and joining us at JBEAR. The partnership, the support we get, and the relationship from the military side from the state of Alaska is strong and very much appreciated. To the leaders, the teammates, colleagues here, appreciate showing up. This is a great time to celebrate and mark this date together and just begin a great project. We get to be the users, the end result of us getting to fly fast and make noise and do great things here at JBEARS on account of the runway. So this overhaul is going to bring significant capabilities as we provide air dominance, global mobility airlift, and command and control to commanders, to senior leaders who get to make decisions and affect strategic outcomes across the globe. So our mission set is in demand today. It'll be more in demand tomorrow. And this runway is only going to enhance that. So I think what we do here and what this runway means, it's going to enhance and improve our Homeland Defense alert mission. That'll be a significant improvement. Our daily training, which is set against a near-peer adversary, that's going to improve significantly. All the exercises that we get to do, so 4 to 5 major exercises a year, 450 flying units per year, multitude of allies and partners, we're all going to be more successful. So this runway, we're going to be more effective, we're going to be safer, better local partners here in the congested Anchorage area. All those things will be improved, and it's on account of this. So we're excited to participate, and again, thanks for all the teammates that are invested in this resource. It'll be very noticeable. So well done to the team. Look forward to working together. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Todd. Please welcome Colonel Damon De La Rosa, Commander, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Alaska District.
Hey, good morning. It's really great to see all of you here today, Governor. Really just awesome having you out here. Thank you for the opportunity to share a few thoughts on this momentous occasion as we celebrate the start of construction of the runway extension project here on base. With today's ceremony, I'm proud to reaffirm the Corps of Engineers' commitment to the excellence as we strive to deliver quality infrastructure on time and within budget for our Air Force partners. In the 77-year history of the Alaska Corps of Engineer District, this $309 million project represents the largest single award construction contract that we have ever awarded. Now that we are ready to break ground, our team is eager to oversee the next phase of this massive undertaking and build upon the impressive legacy of the Army engineers who have served in the last frontier. Within USACE, we refer to this endeavor as a mega project because of the sheer magnitude of what is required to complete the construction work. Quite literally, the runway extension project will require us to move a mountain of nearly 12 million cubic yards of excavation. That's materials equivalent to about 800,000 dump truck loads. If parked bumper to bumper, those vehicles will stretch from JBEAR to San Antonio, Texas. Working alongside our partners of the 673rd Civil Engineer Squadron, the 3rd Air Support Operations Squadron, and the Air Force Installation and Mission Support Center, Detachment 2, on this effort, our USACE project delivery team, comprised of experts of a variety of professional disciplines, has demonstrated what it truly means to be a full-service district. Our incredible in-house design staff used cutting-edge technology and innovative techniques to design this critical project. Furthermore, the dedicated members of our Regulatory Division and Environmental Resources section completed a wetland delineation and environmental assessment, respectively, that allowed our designers to minimize environmental impacts. In coordination and collaboration with our Air Force and industry partners, we are honored to have a role in significantly increasing JBEAR's capability as a force projection platform. Together, we will help advance the national defense strategy while providing a continued support to our military service members here in the Arctic. Lastly, I leave you with the Army Engineer Regiment motto, Essayons, which means let us try in French. I think these words are especially applicable to the monumental task ahead of us, and we were about to begin. No matter the challenge or the hardship, we will always persevere and will find a way to accomplish this mission. Essayons. Thank you for all being here today.
Thank you, Colonel De La Rosa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pat Harrison, Executive Area Manager for Kiewit.
Thank you. Thank you to the United States Air Force and the United States Army Corps of Engineers. Thank you, Governor. Who would have thought the contractor was the most overdressed at a meeting like this? On behalf of Kiewit Infrastructure, it's with great pleasure we are here today to commemorate the kickoff of this much anticipated and critical infrastructure project extending the 1634 runway. The Kiewit companies have a long and proud history working in Alaska with the Army Corps beginning prior to statehood. Completing the scope of work within the short time frame will represent a considerable accomplishment for all parties. And the partnership and collaboration with the Corps and the Air Force to achieve that success will come with it. In addition to our partners at the Army Corps and the Air Force, our success is only made possible by our contracting partners and the dedicated and skilled men and women of all the trades who will show up every day, rain, shine, or snow, to build this project. I'm remaining cautiously optimistic there will be more shine than anything else. The 1634 runway extension is a real jobs project. We estimate this project will require over 650,000 craft hours. That's the equivalent of about 156 man years given the construction schedule. That's a lot of jobs. To give you an idea of what they will be doing, here are a few of the construction numbers. Over 12 million cubic yards of excavation, 155,000 tons of asphalt paving, 57,000 feet of utility piping, which is about 11 miles, 135,000 feet of electrical and communication trench, which is about 25 miles, 1.5 million tons of crushing and material processing, 1.5 million tons of classified material placement, and 35,000 cubic yards of concrete batching and placement. A considerable amount of work, to say the least. So I'll wrap it up before I put us behind schedule. Lastly, I will say it is an honor for us to have been selected to be part of this project, and we look forward to working with the Army Corps and the Air Force to successfully deliver the 1634 extension and enhance the mission of this great installation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harrison. It is now time for the groundbreaking ceremony. Our official party, Turning the Dirt, represents the considerable support rendered during this effort by all parties involved. Breaking ground today will be Governor Dunleavy, Colonel Nicholson, Colonel Wilson, Colonel Todd, Mr. Harrison, Colonel De La Rosa, and Mr. Foster. Shovel bearers, please come forward. Gentlemen, please don your hard hats and pick up your shovels. We will break ground on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. To our senior leaders, community representatives, Kiewit partners, and all of our guests, thank you for sharing in this momentous occasion. We would also like to add a huge thank you to our volunteers and numerous other organizations on the installation that helped make this event a success. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the groundbreaking ceremony. Please feel free to take a moment to look at some of the amazing equipment that will be used to bring this project to fruition. Thank you for your support and participation. Enjoy the rest of the day and have a great weekend.
You muted already?
Good job.